Meet Alex. Alex has $100 US and he wants to invest it properly. If he puts his money in a bank, he will receive back $105 in a year at the most. However, if he advertises with MarketBot, he can get up to $135 in a month. Looks like Alex wants to know the secret. Everything is very simple. Merchants pay cashback services a commission on sales. Cashback services share the revenue with those who attract new customers. And MarketBot constantly brings in new leads through massive advertising campaigns. Alex funded the MarketBot advertising budget with $100 and then got his share of the sales commission. Now his income is 35% per month and he gets it each day. Are you interested? Just register with the MarketBot. Fund your advertising budget starting with $10. But wait, you don't even have to spend your own money to start because MarketBot will give you $50 to fund your first advertising campaign. You'll start getting income in 48 hours because that's the time needed for an advertisement moderation cycle. Start earning up to $35 per month with AI.marketing. No complications, 24 hours a day. Start now.
Hey, what's up, guys, and hello to you ladies. Let's go ahead and use a PowerPoint to kind of give you a visual of what the video is actually saying. I'm going to do this video in two separate parts, so let's go ahead and get right down to business so that we don't waste too much time. I know your attention span is small and you have other things you want to take a look at. The video is basically stating that the company is going to provide you with a 35% return on whatever you put into your advertising budget on a monthly basis. That's what we call the ads balance, as you're going to learn that later in the video. The company uses artificial intelligence, a bot, to generate those sales. It receives cash back bonuses on the sales, and they pass those bonuses on to us. If you are familiar with Rakuten or Rakuten, or however you pronounce it, then you should also understand this concept. If you are not familiar with Rakuten yet, then use the menu below use the menu below to access the site and get familiar with Rakuten, so that you understand the concept of cash back for things that you are going to buy anyway. Let's break out of this for just a second. Let's go over to the if you're watching this from a mobile device, you don't see the menu that is actually under here. You'd have to access the menu from these three little horizontal lines right there. Then you can go over to Rakuten and actually click on that and go over and establish yourself a Rakuten account, because you're going to get cash back on a lot of things. Like, let's say you want to go go to McDonald's, you may as well get cash back on whatever you're buying, gas, TVs at Walmart. If you're going to buy things anyway, you should obviously take advantage of getting the cash back. But set yourself up a Rakuten account. If you're on a computer, then you can see the menu because it's right there. So that's just for the mobile devices. So let's go ahead and go out of that. I'm going to leave that open because I'm going to need the browser here shortly. So let's go back from current slide and let's move on here. And let's move on to the next slide. It didn't go forward for me. Now, of course, some of you that are familiar with affiliate marketing, you're saying that 35% monthly is not enough money. It's too little. But understand that we are getting rewarded from the cash back. We're not getting a percentage of the retail markup as typical affiliate marketing, where you grab something from ClickBank and the markup is 30,000% and you're getting half of that 30,000%. This is different. But I can say from experience that I am seeing returns of, let's say, 53, 54% or so, or slightly higher. 1 month I actually got 70% on one of my bots. Understand also that no one account gets the same return as other accounts. The sales are going to be all unique to your particular bot, so the returns are going to be unique to you. I may get 43% in 1 month on one of my accounts, let's say June, just for sake of ease, and I may get 53% in the same month of June on another account. But 35% is a conservative number, even though I've never gotten a return as low as 35%. But just for illustration purposes, we're going to stick with 35%. Some of you are going to say 35% is too high. That there's just no way. It has to be some sort of pipe dream or Ponzi scheme. And I assure you that it is not. Let's go ahead and get out of the PowerPoint just to clear the doubts and skeptics in some of your mind. We're going to go over to Alexa, and you can follow along with this also here. Let's open up another browser here, and we're going to go over to Alexa.com. just to show you. This is not a fly-by-night company. This is not something that's been around just for a couple of months or something. The company's been here for years. It is not new. It just may be new to you. Let's go ahead and type this in just to see where they rank. And this is going to be world rankings, of course. And we can simply scroll down and you see this site is ranked 368 in the world. That's not in the United States. That's not in Florida where I am. That's in the world. If you want to compare that to some of your favorite sites, let's say like Amazon, for instance. You can go over to Amazon, which you think Amazon will be ranked #1 in the world, but I probably bet you they are not. Nope, that's typed in Amazon MX. I don't know where the MX came from. Let's try that again. And you can play around this on this. Sorry, you see Amazon is actually ranked #11 in the world. So 368 in the world is actually doing pretty good when you take into consideration there are billions and billions of websites in existence around the world. So, but I don't want to spend too much time on that. We don't need that. You can go to Alexa.com and play around with that yourself at your leisure. Let's go ahead and get back into the PowerPoint. Seems like my tongue is a little bit twisted today, so kind of be patient with me. I'm keeping it up with notes and everything at the same time. Just wanted to make sure you understand that this is not a savings account. This is not stocks or bonds. This is retail business with international retail sales. We're not out here trying to gain 1% or 2% or even 10% per year profit. That's complete ridiculousness. There would be no need to be in business, and deal with the stress and the headaches of running a business just to get such low returns that you can obviously get via stocks or bonds or something like that. The markups in retail are astronomical. They're huge. Sometimes over 4,000, 5,000%, in industries such as grocery stores and jewelry. Just make sure you never make the mistake of comparing retail to investment instruments or bank accounts. Let's go ahead and move on. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme, but obviously this is a plan to get rich. And let me repeat that so you understand. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. You're going to have to go from month 2 to month 1 to build up to month 2 to month 3. It may take 2 to 3 years to get to the end objective of where you're trying to get. So this is a plan to get rich, but it's not get rich overnight. It is certainly not a Ponzi scheme where we're going to be taking money from our left pocket, putting it over into our right pocket, or taking money from Peter or Sue to pay Paul. All of these sales are going to be verifiable and traceable, as you're going to see later in the video. Just stick with me and watch the video to the end. Just ask yourself, do you want passive income with no recruiting? You don't have to get referrals unless you want to. There is a referral program in place for those of you that are team players, team builders, and it's a lucrative pay plan on top of it. Just stay with me and I'm going to cover that later. But if you don't want to do any of that stuff, it's not necessary. You don't have to recruit anyone, your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, none of that stuff. Show me the money. Let's go over the numbers. Well, let's go ahead and go over the money right now. Just let me allow me to elaborate so that you can see this visually first. I want you to know the difference between compound and simple interest first. Simple interest is if you take $100 and you put it in your account and you get a 35% profit and you spend the 35 bucks and you put the $100 back in the account, the same thing just month after month. It's just going to keep working over and over, kind of like sales. I sell insurance. That's basically what I do. I have to always be looking for new clients to sell a new policy to. As opposed to compound interest, that's a rich man's best friend. You're going to be scaling your business. You put $100 in, you have a 35% profit. You take that profit and you put it back into the business. Next month, your business starts with $135 and 35% profit on that. It just continually goes up each month until you are eventually into the millions and possibly billions of dollars. This is what it looks like. If you come in with 100, and you don't have to start with 100. You can start with 1,000. You can start with 50. You can start with 10,000. You can start with 1,000,000. You can put 100 in and add $10 per day or $25 per week. It's totally up to you. But if you only put, let's say, where's my cursor? Put 100 in and you just come back once per month and you take that profit and put it back on top, and then you come back the following month. After 12 months, you see you will have built that up to $3,664. It's nothing to write home, to mother about, but it is a lot better than, let's say, a Bank of America account or Wells Fargo where you'd have $102 maybe at the end of that year. The main thing here is let's go over into year 2. Now you see that same $100 that you're not really adding any money to other than the profits. Just putting the profits back into your business. You're compounding, depending on what word you want to scaling, if you want to use that word, so to speak. You see at the end of 2 years, you'd be at $134,000 on your balance, and now you're bringing in almost $35,000 per month. That gets us substantial. Most people in the United States and around the world can live off of $35,000 per month. Let's go ahead and go over to the third year, and you see after year 3, that $100 investment, if you're compounding just one time per month, has grown to a balance of $4,920,572.85. That is wealth, and that's only after 3 months. And that's only compounding. That's only compounding once per month. But you can compound daily. You can compound weekly. You can compound every 4 days. I was just using monthly just as an illustration. But if let's say you want to compound daily, the minimum that you can do would be $10. So you'd have to have enough money on your ads balance so that it's generating $10 per day. And that would equate to basically, where's my cursor? $900. But we're going to use $1,000 because it's just an even number. 1.15 interest breaks out to where 35% monthly divided by 30 days. That's where we get the 1.15. And of course, there's 365 days in a year. So let's get out of this. Let's go back over to a browser, and we're going to go over to calculator.net. That may already be in my browser. I think it is. I didn't want to put this in here and screenshot it just so you thought I was doctoring the numbers. This way you can see this for yourself, and you can go in and play around on calculator.net with your own numbers whenever you have time. Say we're going to use $1,000 to start, and we're not going to put anything in it because, as I said earlier, you can always increase your balance anytime you want. You can start with $100 and add $100 the next week, the next day, the next year. Now you see if you started there compounding daily instead of $3,664, you would be at almost $65,000 at the end of that first year. And again, you can scroll down and see how your money grows on a weekly and daily basis to see where you want to actually start taking money out. Most people don't compound 100% of their money. Most of these people are on a 50-50, where they take, let's say you got $355 for that day, they may take $180 and put it in their pocket and put the other $175 back in. But just to give you an idea, that's how the money is growing. I'm going to do this just for the curious people that want to see how it grows for year 1 and year 2. And only thing you have to do for that is just put the current balance at the end of the year, 945.46, and just compound it again, and it'll give you the second 24 months. Now you see at the end of 2 years, you'd be at $4,217,000 and some change, and you can scroll down and get an idea of how your money is growing to make your own investment strategy. Do you want to take 50% out? Do you want to take 30% out, 20%, 100%? It's totally up to you to come up with your own investment strategy. I'm just showing you how the money will grow if you put 100% of the profits back into the business. So you see at the end of year 2, you'd be down at $4.2 million. And for the curious that just want to know how that look at the end of year 3, I can already tell you it's going to be over $250 million. Let's put that in there, 0.74. I've already seen the numbers, I know, but just to show you so you can see it with your own eyes, you'd be at $273,934,000, which is over $250 million. And again, you can scroll through to see how the numbers actually calculate. So let's go ahead and get back into the PowerPoint. I want to keep the video as short as possible. Let's go from current slide. We went over the numbers to show you the money. Now we have to get to the boring stuff, of course. How do we actually use the website? But before I get into part 2 of the video, I want to make sure you understand the difference between affiliate and network marketing. Affiliate marketing is sales, period. You take something off of ClickBank, Max Bounty, Commission Junction, JV Zoo, wherever you want to get it from, Warriors Plus. You choose what product or what service you want to sell, then you choose whatever creative they're giving you, and then you go, let's say, Google ads or Facebook ads, YouTube ads, and you drive traffic to that creative, and you get paid whatever percentage it says, 50%, 60% of the sales, because of course that's retail. The markup may be $3,000. We don't know. That's affiliate marketing. It's sometimes interchangeably used with network marketing. They are not the same. Network marketing is also referred to as referral marketing. That's when you recruit. You get referrals, and you get two that get two. You get three that get three. So that sort of stuff. You know, typically you're going to be asking your family and your friends, your colleagues to take a look at whatever it is you're doing. You're having network meetings. That's not what this is. There is no need actually to do that unless you actually want to. But I just showed you, just compounding your money on a daily, monthly, weekly basis, you don't have to go out and recruit anybody. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go over the boring stuff. Let's go over to the website. We're going to show you where everything is, but the first thing I'm going to do is take a break. I may go have a shot of vodka or not, but you won't know. I'm going to pause the video and should be back here within 5 minutes, but it won't seem like I'm gone 5 minutes. So just give me a second here. Okay, I'm back live, and this is AI marketing. We refer to this as MarketBot. It's affiliate marketing, 100% done for you via artificial intelligence, a bot. This is going to work for you 24 hours per day, 7 days per week, 365 days per year to earn you a profit regardless of where you are or what you are doing. The good thing about MarketBot is that you can enjoy the rewards of affiliate marketing without having to learn affiliate marketing. You don't have to apply to Max Bounty, ClickBank, Commission Junction, JVZoo, Warriors Plus, or any of that sort of stuff. You don't have to choose what products or services you want to try to sell. You don't need creatives. The bot does all of that stuff for you. Most importantly, you don't need $50,000 to buy traffic to generate those sales. Your advertising budget, what we call your ad balance, does all of that stuff for you. Just remember back in the day when the price of clicks was only like $10 for 10,000 clicks. I mean, affiliate marketing, that was creating millionaires on a daily basis. You could experiment and play trial and error with several different campaigns open at the same time to see which campaigns paid the highest profit. Every campaign generated some sort of profit because the price to drive the traffic to whatever you were trying to sell was so low. Everybody was getting rich super fast. Times have obviously changed. Now the price of a click is going to cost 37 cents, 50 cents, or even $1 or more if you're on like Google ads or Facebook ads or YouTube ads or something like that. And that's just for a click. That's not for a sale. That's not even an interested buyer. 10,000 clicks right now may cost you $10,000 or more. And so there's no room in there for trial and error or experimentation or gambling or unknown campaigns. And obviously there's no room for people that don't know what they are doing. MarketBot has eliminated all those hurdles and made affiliate marketing possible for everybody that wants a piece of the pie. Anybody can do this because there's absolutely nothing to do. Let's go over the website here briefly and show you where everything is. I'm not going to play the video. You can play that at your own leisure. And this is just a generic page here and just some little stuff. Like I said, you're going to have to play around on the website and kind of read everything. Some of these stores here you're probably not going to recognize if you're in the United States because, as I said, this is international retail. If you come down here, some of these stores, if you're in the United States, you will recognize, obviously, Walmart, McDonald's. And you see, these are things that you're going to be spending money on anyway. So let's say you have gone to Walmart and spent $500. You can upload a receipt and get your cash back on it. It's not actually too late. Going further down here, it gives you explanation on trend analysis and how the bot does that sort of stuff. Excuse my phone in the background. Obviously, if you want to bring in friends and that sort of stuff, you can get 5% back on their purchases also via the affiliate program, which I'm going to cover that here in just a second. But as I said, and obviously when we are affiliated, they do have for order cancellations because it says it is retail sales, and obviously you have 7-day, sometimes 30-day return policy. People cancel. It just happens. The company covers that for us when people do cancel their orders. That's the website. Let's go ahead and create an account here. And when you create an account, you can be doing this via the INB network. And there's a purpose for that. First thing you're going to want to do is the CAPTCHA. I hate CAPTCHAs, so let's go ahead and get that out of the way here. And come on, just taking a slow time here. Let's try this again. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm recording. Airplanes. I absolutely hate CAPTCHA. That looks like it might be an airplane too. We're still looking for more airplanes. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's see if it lets us in this time. And I'm going to go ahead and create just, see, I already have an account, but if you don't have an account, let's go to register, and the code's going to pop in there for you. Now, once the code is in there, you're obviously going to put your first name, your last name, an accurate email address, a password, confirm what password you want to use, then you're going to have to do the CAPTCHA again. I already have an account, so let's just go back to log in. Once you create your account, it's going to bring you back to this page, back to this login page. Then obviously you have to go in and say I'm not a robot again, and more CAPTCHA, just what you want to do, CAPTCHA. I don't know if that's a taxi up there or not. Any more taxi cabs? I wish I could ask you if you see any taxi cab, but let's just move on here. Select all images. I don't see any other taxi cabs. I don't see any other taxi cab. But let's see here. That's why I say I hate CAPTCHA. Now it wants motorcycles. That's a scooter, but that looks like a scooter, and that may be one. Let's see here. Aggravating. Once you get into your IMB network account, I didn't log into that prior because I wanted to see show you how you actually create an account. What you're going to be doing is you want to go over to IR marketing. We're going to come back to this site in just a second, but you want to come over to AI marketing. Sorry about that. It's going to come up in Russian when you go through the IMB. So you want to click on this link here, the little world, and change that over to English. And that's going to bring us back to where we were just a few seconds ago, back to this page. And what you want to do is go ahead and create an account where it says sign up. Just simply click on the link here. Don't use your Google account, your Google credentials to create an account. I did that for my first account, and I learned the hard way that you can't get affiliates if you're going to use that. You want to use the Blue Brain, so that's important. Make sure you use the Blue Brain to create your account. Once you get in, say I already have an account. Also, you're going to want to create an account. So obviously it'll be the same thing. Register now if you don't have one. The code's going to automatically populate in there of whoever your sponsor is. Enter your first name, your last name, your email address. I would use the same one that I used to create the INB stuff over there. But I already have an account, so let's just log into one of my accounts. I have 7 accounts, I think. Let's just log into this one for right now. Let's go back to a different CAPTCHA. Traffic lights here, and we're going to play around here in the back office if it lets me in here, and let's see what it does here. Now, once you actually get into your site here, you see my bot is at work. I haven't put any money on this one in probably 2 weeks, and it's still at work. I'm going to show you another one that's going to show you not at work. You see on this one account here, I have an advertising budget of $162, and so far I've gotten $160.98 back, and it's giving me a 99% profit. Once you get into this, you're not going to have any of that. You're just going to have my advertising going to have 0 ads bound, as mine does right now, and you're not going to have any of the previous campaigns. The site was down. They had to go over to a different server, so they brought all of our previous campaigns back. But what it's going to ask you to do when you come in is you're going to want to go to the top up here. And it's going to ask you to top up with at least $10, but actually it's going to come with the method. It's going to have a certificate over there, $50 gift certificate. So if you don't want to come out of pocket, you'll be able to use that $50 gift certificate. If you use that gift certificate, it's going to start the bot, but you're going to eventually have to make a real top up with real money before you can actually withdraw the funds. The $50 gift certificate is actually a loan that's going to be deducted from your first withdrawal. But if you do use the certificate, your first withdrawal has to be $100 or more, just to make sure you're understanding that after the $50 loan is deducted. After that, the minimum top up goes back to the minimum of $10. If you're planning on, let's say, compounding $10 daily, let's say you're going to come in with $900 or $1,000, and you're going to be compounding daily, don't use the certificate. Also know that if you never actually fund your account with real money, the funds from that certificate, that's going to revert back to the company. It's not going to go, let's say, to me or to some upline or something like that. Also know that there's a 10% bonus per top up. Let's say a $100 top up is going to give you $110 ads bounce. That's going to that's going to increase your monthly. My phone keeps going off in the background. But that's going to give you a monthly rate of return of about 10% or more, depending on how often you're actually compounding. When you do come in here and let's say you want to do, let's say, $1,000, put that in there. Let's say maybe let's go with $1,500. Let's see what it says here, just to show you this. It's going to say that the maximum top up is going to be $1,000, and that's not the case. Let's see here. Maybe they changed it because in the past it was $1,000. Looks like you may be able to do that. But the point I'm trying to make here is it's going to say that $1,000 is the maximum top up that you can do at one time. And when they say that, that just means you can't put, let's say, 1,500 in, but you can put 1,000 in, come back 1 minute later and put another 1,000. There is no limit to the maximum amount that you're going to have on your ads balance. When you get into this, your sales, let's go down here and your sales. If you wanted to verify your sales, how do you get all that off? You can see the sales here. I think as I'm doing this video, it's actually September 8th, and that's September 8th there. You can see the sales that are actually being made. That way you can verify everything. Of course, you see these sales it's just made. It's going to show pending because there is a 7 to 30-day refund or cancellation policy, and that's typical. You know, a net 45 is going to be normal for affiliate marketing, which means that you're going to get paid 45 days after the sale is made. This is what keeps most people away from affiliate marketing, obviously. It's the time delay in getting paid as well as the cost to drive traffic to these sites. Someone asked me, can you lose money? And I would say theoretically, yes, but realistically, no, because the company has established that cancellation fund for us that covers the refunds and cancellations. So in reality, no, you can't lose any money. And you can read that in the written presentation, which we'll get to on the menu in just a few seconds. Keep in mind this bot starts working 48 hours after you top up. If you want to go down through some of the other icons on here, this is a real Visa card also. That's a real number, so if you're buying something virtually and you have a cash back in there, you can actually shop online. If you wanted to transfer that out, let's say you have cash balance in there, you can actually go to transfer. I have on this particular account, I used a certificate on this, so my minimum will be $100, and I don't have $100 on cash back right now. If it were in there, then I'd be able to transfer the balance on this card over to my Visa, a different Visa card. I can send it obviously to my Coinbase or my Crypto.com account right now and use one of those cards that I already have. I can send it over to wherever I want it to go. It's just totally up to you. Let's go down through some of these tabs quickly here. This is going to show you, this is where we came in. It's going to show your advertising budget, your cash back, and where your percentage is. You see I'm at 99% profit right now with the money that I topped up on so far. If you go down to cashback, they don't have the cashback card. They've sold out of those. They don't have those anymore. The AI assistant, that is currently not working. You can get, that's what we're doing is online cashback. You can get access to that. If you are a retailer yourself and you want to join the program to put your store on here, that's what this stuff here is for. My marketing, let's see what that is. If you're going to recruit people, let's say your team builder, this is where you're going to get your links. So you see copy my link, you build your landing pages right here, and then you simply copy your link, and it's going to give you a code so that people come in directly under you. Sales, we just went over sales. This is where you can trace all of your sales, and you go page by page. Cashback, this is your code for bringing people in, and when it says cashback, this is a little bit misleading. This is going to be on the network marketing side. When you bring people in, they're saying cash, because you bring someone in, you get 5% bonus of whatever they fund their account with. Someone comes in and funds their account with $1,000, it's going to give you 5% cash back, which is $50. That's what this is about. They're saying cash back, but that should be, say, top up cash back. So it's a little bit misleading. Just wanted to make sure you understand that. Let's go down to stats, and obviously you don't have to learn all of this stuff on this one video. You can replay this video as many times as you want to. Call me and ask questions, or call your sponsor and ask questions, but this is just a brief overview. These are the stats. You see how many how many views I've gotten to from my bot, and how many visitors, and how many sales my bot has made, what my advertising budget is, how much has been spent out of my advertising budget. So it looks like I have another $70 or so to spend out of my advertising budget, which is going to increase this number even higher. And obviously my cash back is probably going to be somewhere at about 240 or something on the 162 advertising budget. And I've only funded this with, I think, 100. The other 112, the other 50 was from the gift certificate that I've already paid back. We've already gone over, and obviously you see the sales and everything again here on the cash back with the amount of the sale and the amount of cash back that I got. You can go through all of that. The top up we went through. You see there's a minimum $50 cash up. I think it's 10. If you had, actually, it's 50 if you're topping up out of pocket. If you have, let's say, cash back on here, you can top up with $10 or so from your cash back budget. which would be right there, and you're going to see a certificate up there if you have never topped up before. In the United States, if you're not in the United States and you have Perfect Money, you can simply use your credit card right there, or you can use Perfect Money. In the United States, they're not accepting our credit cards on this site yet, so we have to fund our accounts with either Bitcoin or Ethereum. Ethereum is extremely expensive. I would personally use Bitcoin. That's what I use when I top up my accounts. Let's move on here. I don't want to make the video too long. I went over transfer. Obviously, when you get enough money in there, you can transfer it. Different things are going to pop up down there for you to transfer your money. Of course, they have a answer and question type thing. If you want to go there, it's not going to be any task. I didn't build any tasks in there for myself to do. You can go over the F and Q if you want to do that. Let's go back here. And you're going to have to play around in the back office to learn this stuff. I can't teach everything to you on these videos. It's just going to bore you to death. There's the log for support, and obviously you can log out down there. Let me look at some of my notes here. Make sure I covered everything I wanted to cover on this site while we are here. When does it start? The bot starts working 48 hours, and it's going to show at work as mine does right now, which if I log out of this, let's show you one that's not at work. Let's log out, and we'll try to log in. Let's go to the one that I use. I was stupid and I used my Google credentials, and that one's not going to be able. Just to show you the difference here briefly. And come on. I want to keep this video under 30 minutes, but it doesn't look like it's possible. You see on this particular one here, the robot status is off. So it's not generating any sales or anything like that at the moment. If I were recruiting on this account, I would not be able to get my bonuses, which I'm going to cover here in just a second, because my robot status is off. So you always want to make sure that your robot status is on. That's the purpose of maybe going in and compounding on a daily basis, just to make sure that your robot status stays at work and not off. I've covered that. Let's get out of that right there. Main thing here is I just want you to understand the great opportunity that you've been given to create wealth via affiliate marketing without you actually having to learn affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing, or without you having to invest $50,000, $60,000, or even $75,000. This is only $50 to get started. $100 to get started. And you can start with more if you can afford it. But $100 is a very conservative number to invest in your own business, and most people around the world can actually afford $100. The cost is also low enough for you cynics and you skeptics that want to come in and dabble around and try it out before you go all in. Just listen. If you do this and you be patient, soon you're going to have built a full-time income. Shortly after that, you're going to be creating wealth. The important thing is to start right now. The sooner you get started, the sooner you are where you want to be. Now for you team players, let's go ahead and go back over into the INB account where I was over here. And how do you earn? Let's see here. These are the questions here. You're going to have to go through it and play with all of this too. I'm not going to go through all of this step by step. The main thing I want to show you here is for you team builders. You see there's a 15%. I'm sorry, my phone keeps going off with emails. There's a 15% bonus for affiliates, and it goes down 9 levels. If you come in, you're going to come in all the way down here as a partner, then you'll go up to an agent. But you see there are 9 levels that you have to go through until you get up to that 15th level. Once you're at the VIP director, the bonuses top out at 15. The only thing here is on your top-ups, which they're calling sales volume. That's not going to be sales volume. That's going to be top-up volume from the people that you're building on your team. So it's a little bit misleading. But as you see your team gets up, let's say 4,900 on top-ups, which may only be probably less than a month. That could be a week. You get a $100 bonus. As they reach the 81. This is not an additional 8,100. This is from there, so that's an additional 4,000. You get an additional $500 bonus. You see, as time goes on and your top-ups start getting into, let's say, the tens of thousands within your team, you see you get bonuses all the way up to 5 million. If you add all of these together, that's what, 5, 9, 13, 16, 19, 21. There's probably about $25 million in bonuses that you can get to for building your team. This is the purpose of being a team builder. And as I said earlier, when you want to build your team, you can do that just building your team with nobody but yourself. What you would do is on the first account that you created, you take that referral link and create a second account. You take the link from the second account and create a third account until you have 9 accounts. The ninth account is where you want to use most of your top-ups. That way, these bonuses, as you push your other accounts up here, the bonuses are going from down here upwards. So you're getting the bulk of the 15% and not me or the person that actually brought you in. Just keep in mind there's no rule that says you cannot have more than one account. You can have as many accounts as you want as long as you fund each account with at least $50. Your ninth account, as I said, that's going to be the account that should be your primary account, so those bonuses trickle uphill to you and it gives you an extra 15%. Of course, I'll still get rewarded on the first account that you created as all of these accounts gradually grow over time, but the bulk is going to go to you. That's the reason that we use the IMB link to create these accounts, is because you're creating a network side at the same time. And of course, we get paid on the bonuses, on the top-up bonuses here. This is not getting paid on what the sales of what the market bot is doing. That's on the retail side, has absolutely nothing to do with this side here whatsoever. That's where we're getting our 35% rate of return on the cash back. These other tabs on here, you can go and play with this at your leisure. The main thing that you're going to be interested on this page here is how do we earn. You're going to learn what the PBN, what that stuff is, which is the bonus. That's $1 for $1. You're going to have to basically study that. This is going to be your invite links down here. Let's see, invite. This is where you'll get your links. You want to use the brain, of course. You want to copy your link. So if you're going to be a team builder, you make sure you get your link from right there, and that's where you're going to give. That's what you're going to give to your other people. I don't think anything else in here is really all that important. Let's click on done right there. We've already gone over the AI marketing, how to learn market. There's really nothing there. Well, it's taking me there, but there's nothing there. The main things that you want to be concerned about, which it may have locked me out. Yeah, the main thing you want to be concerned about, obviously, on that is just the how to earn. Back to this site here. If you're on this page, obviously you're watching the video, there's a menu under there. Intro to, that's the page we're on right now. The written presentation is right there for you to take a look at anytime you want to actually read this stuff without me talking or something like that. Let's go back to where we were here. Obviously, you want to create an account that's going to take you to the IMB network so that you can create your account. I went over that with you. Buy Bitcoin. If you're in the United States, you don't have access to perfect money, they're not taking your credit cards, then you want to create a Coinbase account or some sort of crypto account. I'm not going to show you how to buy Bitcoin because Coinbase has its own videos on how to buy, sell, send crypto and all of that stuff. But that's why this is on there. Need money now. Some of you actually need money right now. So this is going to send you over to this site. You can simply follow the directions on this site that you can actually start making some money today. We have a site on here. You can come in with $10, and I'm actually going to give you the money to get started and build your way up to $13,315 over and over again, so that you can actually fund your bot. Let's see. Rakuten. We went through the Rakuten earlier. You may want to create your Rakuten account so that you can get cash back on things that you're going to be buying anyway. Choose your bonus. If you want a bonus or your work promised a bonus, just choose whichever bonus you want. When you scroll down to the bottom, just send that to whatever bonus you want. Type it in there, your first name, where you want that sent to, and just submit it, and I will send your bonus over to you. And I think that's about it. And you can follow on YouTube. I'll probably do like a weekly update on this, just so you can you can see how my account grows from week to week as I'm compounding. So you may want to follow that on YouTube. And I think that's about it. Let me make sure we have some notes here. It's flipped upside down. Let me make sure I covered everything I wanted to cover with you here. And I think that's about it. If you have any questions on anything else, look over the video again. And, the main thing here is just don't miss out on this opportunity because you're always in a hurry or you're too busy. I know a lot of you want to research everything that pops up on Facebook, everything that pops up on YouTube or Craigslist. Just slow down and take your time until you actually get this. This is the opportunity that you've been looking for. Feel free to call, text, or email me, or the person that invited you, of course, if you still need help. I'm going to say thanks for your time, welcome to the team, and go out and be a 7-figure earner. Talk to you in the first training video.